Howdy everyone. So today we're going to start on the Integra because this is the end for it. We just ran out of red road yesterday, so I'm going to start taking the engine out so we can transfer that into the Civic. It's been a good run. You will live on in the Civic. Reasons I'm doing this is because I just can't afford to have the Civic and the Integra registered. I've got too many cars as it is, I've got to get rid of some. So I figured, why not just use this as a good learning curve, just so because it should be a pretty straight swap, and it'll obviously be a good experience learning how to swap a complete engine over. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. Just going to transfer out to the Civic, make the Civic faster. Also going to weight reduct the Civic, put all the coilovers from this into the Civic, just make the Civic a nice car again. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Oh, hello dog. Okay, so we're going to start by taking off the front bumper. I'm just going to screw here, all along here, and there's bolts underneath as well. And bolt here, bolt here. I believe they're all 10 mils or 12 mils, I'm not too sure. And there should be some around here, but I'm pretty sure mine are all broken. Ooh, watch out dog. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, mine are just broken. Yeah, there should be one underneath right here. Yeah, then you might have to unplug your fog lights as well. But yes, I'm going to do that now. So, once you take all those bolts out, that first black strip should just come right off. And you're ready to start taking all the bolts for the bumper. So, I just got those 4 10mm bolts out. And yes, they were 10mm, so now the bumper should be ready to just come off. And we'll see. Oh shit. So, bumper did just come off. And now I just got to undo these plugs here. So, I just got a light, so you guys can see. Just need to undo these 2 for the fog lights, and bumper should just come straight off. I've been tricked again. It turns out that there's a bolt down here. This for this rubber guard underneath, rubber mud guard, and that's just connected to the front bumper. Same on the other side, so do that screw and the bumper should be ready to come out. Something else I'm going to do is I'm going to use sandwich bags to put all my bolts away, and I'm just going to use a permanent marker to just label all the bags so I know what everything is. Obviously a better thing for this is Ziploc bags, because they obviously seal better and they have the little white bit on the front where you can write on, but I'm too poor for that. So I'm just going to use sandwich bags. As you can see, I just labelled that front bumper, so now I know that's all bolts for the front bumper. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to undo the battery and take it out. So I just undid the battery. It was just 4 10mm bolts, one for each terminal, and then the 2 bolts that hold the battery in. Now I'm just going to remove this ground. That's just the ground to the valve cover, and it's just going to be a 10mm bolt. I'm just gonna leave the ground attached to the valve cover, so I know that it needs to be grounded when I swap it into the Civic. Next, I'm going to locate the ECU and take it out. So your ECU should be located on the passenger side, just behind here. So you just need to remove this plastic cover. There should be a bolt at the top and at the bottom. And just as I said, the ECU is there. So you have this metal shield, and there'll be a 10mm bolt on either side. And there's a little plastic clip she's got to push through. Then, at the top of the ECU, there'll be a 10mm bolt, nut, just up in each top corner. Yep, it should be there, and just behind here, just there. And you should take those out, then this just comes out. And there it is. Then just head to the back and take out each one of these plugs, and the ECU just comes out. And just like that, the ECU is out. So we got a P75 Norse. Next, I'm just gonna disconnect the wires from the fuse box. Alright, just pop that bad boy out of the way. And put your stand back up. There we go. So we're just going to disconnect these two, and as you can see, it's just screws. So I'm just going to use my screwdriver, and then I'm going to undo them, and then remove the wires, then put the screws back in so I don't lose them. So they're in pretty tight. So, and I didn't want to strip them, so instead I'm just going to use an 8mm and just undo them that way. Probably easier as well. So just got them undone, they're out, and just got those back in. Next, we're gonna unplug all the plugs here next to the terminals. Yeah, you have to slide them all off this metal bracket, and then they'll be very easy to unplug. I tried unplugging them before taking them off the bracket, and it was very hard. Okay, now, because I got those unplugged, I'm just going to get all the wires loose, and just undo that bolt right there, so I can get all the wires out of the way, and undo this one right here as well. So, I just got these ones out of the way, and these ones here I just put closest to the engine, just so hopefully they don't get caught on anything. Yeah, that's basically it, just getting them all out of the way. Next, we're going to take off the fuel line. Right over here. Well, yes. So, we're just going to take off this little front bit here. It's just a 12mm. And that should relieve the pressure, and as you can see, it should relieve some fuel. So it'll relieve a bit of fuel, so just be careful. It looks like it's relieved all the pressure, so I'll just put that back in. And yeah, I've got to undo the bottom bit. And we're just going to disconnect the second one using a 17mm bolt. So, once you got that undone, you should just come straight off. Just like that. Easy enough. Then, next, we're going to just want to start undoing all the hoses from the intake manifold. So, I just remove this one here, this one here. Oh, sorry, let me get the torch out. So, just removed these two, removed that one there, and removed that one just there, right there. And now, after you do that, you want to remove the fuel return, so right here. So remove that thing. So, after you get the fuel line removed, fuel return, sorry, you're going to move to this side, the other side, sorry, the driver's side, and you're going to want to undo the plugs on this side, so these ones as well. So, you just want to unplug these ones exactly the same way you did that side, and then you want to just undo this side with, from this 10mm bolt. Okay, next, you want to remove the clutch slave hose mount. So not the actual slave, but the mount. It's right there. Then you remove those two 10mm bolts. That just connects to the slave there. So we're not removing the actual line, just the mount. So after you got the mount off, while you're here, you might as well undo the transmission ground. So it's just behind there on the transmission. It's hard to see. Right there. So I'll try and zoom in on it. Then I'll shine the torch back on it. So right there. You can see. I'll try and find it. It's just this hose right here. Not a hose, it's a ground, but you can locate just that one right there and just follow it, and you'll find the transmission ground just right under there. Right there. And just use your 10mm to get that off as well. So after you get the ground off, you can go to the slave and take that off. So there's 2 bolts underneath, one there, one under there. It's hard to see. They're both under there, but I'm pretty sure they're 12mm bolts as well. And just to make it easier for myself, before I actually take off that clutch ground, I'm going to jack up the car, drain the coolant, and then remove the radiator, just to make up a lot of free space, and that'll really help you out. We just jacked up the car, and come under here. There's just a little drain plug in here, right there. Just undo that and flush all your coolant out. So after you undo that plug, just want to open this, and then that'll just do a bit of air pressure, and that'll actually allow it to drain. And it will get a bit messy, but that's alright. There we go. Let that all drain out, and while you're waiting to drain it out, remove this 10mm bolt, and that's what's holding in your radiator, as well as this for your accelerator cable. So after you finish taking the bolt out, this mount should just come off easy enough, and then once you've done those, hopefully your coolant stopped draining, then you can remove your water hoses. So you got your top one and just your bottom one. So once you've got all the hoses disconnected and everything else disconnected, you should be able to just lift out the radiator. Oh, she's still dripping. Then, once you've got the radiator out, you have a lot more space to work with now. Fantastic.